Well, hello the new, it's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B, here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, near Manchester in the UK. Studio B is honoured to have Adolf Apfelstrudel as its resident studio engineer. Adolf is a very sweet chap from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria. At one time he was a driver with the AA, the Automobile Association, but he had a problem with the ladies and turned to drink and had to resign and became a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. So he was often referred to as AA from the AA, formerly with the AA from BB. During the WAR, Adolf was gruesomely wounded and became a strict disciplinarian, so he refuses steadfastly to appear on camera because of his injuries, and in addition refuses me any more than 12 measly megaburgers per broadcast. Can you imagine? 12 measly megaburgers? So I have to deny you the all-time thrill of my very famously forgettable rendition of Nessun Dorma. Just occasionally Adolf will wave to the camera, wearing a glove to hide his you-know-whats from the WAR. And it's such a big thrill that I always ask him if he's interested. He's just come in from the pub now, Adolf. Well, he's back. I can see him. He's staggering and swaying a bit. So we'll just ask him what he thinks about, what do you think about waving today to the audience? Oh, he says, no, I've had a skinful, he says, I'm feeling horsey. So we have two little tales to tell you this afternoon, and in both cases they have a hidden salutary reminder to each of us. I tell you what, it's these oats, they keep you as regular as a clock, you know. That must be 6 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. And in the first tale, this young lady, very, very beautiful, she's comes home at weekend from college, and she's in the kitchen while her mother's making lunch, and her mother is stirring the chocolate pudding, you see. She's stirring away, and the very attractive daughter looks at the mum and says, Mum, I've got something important to tell you. So her mother carries on stirring the pudding, and she says, come on then, out with it. Don't be afraid to tell me anything. So she says, Mother, I'm gay. So her mother carries on stirring the pudding, but a bit slower this time, a bit more strength in her arm. So she stops and she said, what's brought all this on? She said, well, I've fallen for Mary from next door at college. So mother looks at her up and down, and she takes the spoon out of the mixing bowl, and it's covered in chocolate. And she walks over to her daughter and she starts flicking her wrist like this, you see. Little speckles of chocolate flying out, and daughter catches them with her tongue. So mother says, now hear this, she said. If you get up to what I think you'd get up to with this young lady, never ever complain about my cooking again. Thank you. In my next little tale, a Jamaican chap worked in a crisps factory where they make potato crisps, and his wife became pregnant for the first time, and after the birth he came round handing cigars out, you see, to all the boys, and the foreman said to him, he said, Marcus, he said, how big was the baby? And Marcus said it was 20 pounds. 20 pounds, my godfathers. So Marcus said, well, that's about average for us Jamaicans, you know, we're big fellas kind of thing. So a fortnight later, Marcus is in the washroom, and the foreman comes in and he says to Marcus, he said, fortnight ago you told us the baby was £20 when it was born. He says, what is it today? He said, oh, it's £15 today. He said, what? He said, how could it be £15 if it was £20 2 weeks ago? He said, it must be more. He said, oh no, he said, we had it circumcised yesterday. Thank you and good night, folks.